Hello, my name is Cody, and today I have an update for the World Viewer mod. We are now in version 0.6 alpha, and I really like some of the features I've added in this update. It's another small update. It's probably going to be smaller updates until Forge gets updated to 1.16, which it hasn't yet. This is in 1.15.2. So we're going to continue with the small updates until Forge gets updated. But that doesn't mean that this isn't a cool update. I do like a lot of the features I've added. So let's get into things. First things up are, well, a lot of the blocks in the mod that should have been flammable wouldn't burn. And this update has fixed that. So this is just an example of some of the blocks that should have burned before, but really a lot of blocks are now flammable, including the plants. So as you can see, it's actually burning and destroying the blocks. It's spreading to other ones. It's behaving the way it should have behaved all along. So there's that. Okay, the next feature, and I'm going over this now so I can break these so I don't have to hear that humming sound. The next feature is some changes to the particles summoned in by the conductors. They have now got custom particles, and the color of the particle is different depending on which conductor you are using. Okay, see, the wood's nearly already burned completely away. Next up is the plants. I added in more plants in this update. Same amount of plants as I added last update. I'm not really going to go over where you can find them because it's very similar to the plants I'd already added, but something is new. You can now make dyes from any of the plants in my mod. Each of the plants is associated with a different dye. That wasn't available in the previous update. Okay, now we're getting on to records. I added 2 new music discs to the game. There will probably be more discs added in future updates. I'm talking to a friend about having him make some music for the mod. We'll see if he goes through with it. We'll see what happens. It's not a guarantee, but if he'd like, he can. But I've added 2 songs myself, just to get the whole music disc thing started. And you can find these in some of the structures in the cavern. And also, you can get them when a skeleton shoots a creeper, just like any other music disc. Here's what the first disc sounds like. It's Up and Up, which is a song I've actually released on Spotify. Both these songs I've actually already released. And there will be a link in the description where you can listen to them in their entirety. I'm not going to play the full songs in this video, but we'll just play a little bit of them. Okay, and the second song I've added, it's called At a Loss for Words. Anyways, those 2 discs have been added to the game. Both those songs you can listen to on Spotify or YouTube or Apple Music or whatever you use. A link for that will be in the description. The last feature this update adds, and it's a really small feature, but it's one of my favorite features this update adds. Actually, no, I think it might be my favorite feature altogether that this mod has added in this update. Not throughout the entire mod, but in this update. There are now more ways to make books than just with paper and leather. So let's say you don't have access to a lot of leather. What you can do is craft a wooden panel out of planks and sticks, and then you can combine 2 of those panels and a piece of string to get a wooden book cover. You can use that wooden book cover with paper, just like you would craft with leather, right, to make a book. Okay, let's say you don't have access to sugarcane, which that doesn't seem like a situation you'd run into very often, but let's just go along with it. Let's say you're in a jungle and there's a lot of bamboo. You can make paper out of bamboo now, just like you could with sugarcane. And you can use that with either leather or a book cover, wooden book cover, and you can get a book. And you can interchange the book cover or leather or the paper you use. It doesn't have to be, a certain combination. They're interchangeable. And honestly, it's a small feature, but it was something I was wanting to do for a while. Not really for any particular reason, it just seemed interesting to me, being able to make books out of other materials. That's going to do it for today. You can find a link to the mod in the description. This has been WorldViewer version 0.6 alpha, and it is in Minecraft 1.15.2.